Hi guys, I'm here today to show you how to achieve this look. Now, I had blow dried my hair before I applied the Smooth and Shine serum. The one is from the 11 line, and it just gives some shine to your hair and makes the hair feel really good as well. After that, I just start sectioning my hair, and I do like to take quite thick sections. Then I'll just go in with the straightener and slowly work on that curl. Now please have a look at the angle that I have that is straightener, because the angle really affects the shape of the curl. One more thing that can affect the shape of the curl will be the temperature of the straightener. So if you use a very low temperature, you're not going to be able to form those curls, and if you use a very high temperature, you're going to burn your hair. So if you start smelling the hair burning, please stop and use the temperature below that. Now when you're doing the curl, you want to get the right tension in the curl, because if you don't, you might not get the look that you want, and you want to really work on that curl slowly. Now see that in that one I had a little bit of trouble because I couldn't quite get the tension right, and that can happen. That's not a problem, but if that happens, you want to let the curl cool down a little bit before you go into it again. So now just quickly have a look in the angle that I have in there and how I'm holding the straightener and the hair. So you can get quite a few different angles and get the shape that you want. I did change the direction with the last one that I did, and you could see that those curls were very bouncing, and that's the look that you want to get. So the reason that they were so soft and bouncy, it's because I changed the angle with that curl. Now with that one in there, I actually positioned my straightener underneath the hair, and then I just formed the curl. What that does is it creates a different shaped curl, and also it creates a little bit of volume on that root area, which my hair naturally doesn't have. And I just keep shaping those curls towards the back and then towards the front as well, just to kind of give myself a different look. That one again, I went underneath the hair just to get a little bit of body on the routine. And if you look at the curls, they look quite different. They'll give you different shapes, but it's good to have different shapes as well, and always making sure that you alternate the direction of the curl. That way they can move and they can fit in between each other instead of being on top of each other, and they'll look really natural by the end of it. Now when you're thinking about the tension that you want to put on your straightener to hold your hair, you want to be able to hold the hair with the straightener without using your hands like I did with that one, but also you want to be able to have the hair sliding in the straightener. If your head's not sliding in the straightener, please stop, because you ended up breaking the hair. So you just need to find that angle and then go back into it again. Now at the bottom I did some curls to kind of create some body and volume, and then I just kept going and changing the direction and a little bit of the angle that I was doing the rest of the curls. And I just keep going until I finally get to the top area and start working on it. But you can really see that those curls are very nice and soft, and they have a lot of movement into it, which is what you want to get, because that way when the wind flows, you're gonna really have that movement. Now the top area, I just kind of bring it to the front, and I've brushed it off a little bit just to make it easier for me to get into the front area without having any knots in it. And then I got a little section, and I've placed the rest of the hair away from my face so I can really see what I'm doing. I divided that section in two, And as you can see, they still quite thick sections. The reason that I like to work with thick sections, one is because it saves me time, and the other it's because I really like the look of it. So you can have those waves when the curls drop. Now again, I just went underneath the hair just to create that volume on my root area, and as you can see, I'm really slowly working into that curl, and I'll just keep doing it until the end of it. I do like to have the hair away from my face instead of coming towards my face, so you're gonna see that through the whole video I do tend to do a lot of curls going towards the back instead of coming straight to the front, just so I don't have my hair coming towards my face all the time. It is something that you can play with, and I would definitely recommend to play with that because it will give you different looks, and you might, you know, like another type of look. So if you actually do those curls coming towards the front, you might really enjoy that. Or if you wanted something different, you can do that as well, and then you get a different look that you haven't had before. Now, my clients always say that they have troubles doing those curls, and I have to say it isn't an easy job. A lot of hairdressers also have troubles with it. You just need to be persistent and you need to be patient, because once you get used to it, you're gonna do that really quickly. Now, because I was doing for a tutorial, it took me a little bit longer than usual, but I can usually curl my hair in 15 minutes. And as you can see, I have a lot of hair, and I can still do that in only 15 minutes and, you know, go out for the night and have that nice, beautiful look. So I definitely recommend you to be patient, to watch this video as many times as you'd like to make sure that you really understand the technique. But just getting back to it, you want to get the right tension, which will allow you to use the straightener to hold the hair, but also allow the hair to move in the straightener. And then you also want to check the temperature of your straightener. Once you have found the right temperature that works for your hair, just remember that and you can use it every time. And remember, if your hair is smelling burnt, it's because it's burning. So stop it and change the temperature to a lower setting. Now, as I said before about the angle and the time that you spend on it, that's really important. Because when you get the right angle, you will see that the shape is different. So play around with your hair a little bit and change the angles that you use in that straightener until you find the one that you like the look the best, and just stick with it. One good tip to remember is when you curl your hair, you don't want to curl for the look that you want to achieve. You want that to be a little bit tighter. So you want the curls to be a little bit tighter, because that will help to hold that look. Once you get out of the house, you have a lot of wind. You can get the rain on it, you get the sun. So look of your curls, and we'll make those curls drop just because then you can make those curls a little bit tighter, or as tight as you think you need to hold that curl a little bit more, because then instead of lasting a few hours, they will last you a few days. Now for fine hair, I find that temperatures around 200, they are perfect. They will form your curls and they will shape the curl really well. I have really thick hair, and my hair is quite coarse, so for me, for some reason, the temperature is lower than that actually works. I usually do between 180 to 200. I never go above 200 because that does burn my hair. My hair is quite sensitive to the heat. And when it comes to temperature, honestly, take your time. Take the time to find the correct temperature for your hair, because when you do you can get beautiful curls and really work on those angles and spend time with it. Now you will need a little bit of hold for your hair to help to hold the curls. I did use an spray from the 11 line as well. The reason that I like that one, it's because it gives me hold, but I don't like to feel a lot of product on my hair, and my hair still feels really natural. And you can see how I'm breaking down the scales with my hand and they still have a lot of movement. So find the hairspray that works for your hair and that you still have that natural look. So as you can see, it's very bouncy, it looks stunning, and it feels really natural as well. Now there was one of the curls that I did not like it quite that much on that area in there, and then I had to go back with the straightener and fix it. And that can happen, you know, after you drop the curls, you might not like the look of one of them or of a section, and you can just go in again with the straightener and curl that again. Now when I'm shaping, because this product feels really natural, it's very light, I can really get the straightener there. I find that with some hairsprays, they give way too much hold and they won't allow the straightener to feel so soft on the hair again. So just be aware of that, because you might come across it and you might just want to get a spray that will hold your hair and feel more natural. But look how beautiful that is. Then just to finish off, I've used the dry finish texture spray from 11 as well, just to give it like a little bit of texture to that hair. Now because that's a texture spray, it doesn't feel as soft as the hairspray, but I really like what it does to the hair. I love the texture that creates for the hair, and it just makes it look good, really. I definitely recommend you to try and have a texture spray or some product that you can apply and then just to give texture to your hair. Look how beautiful that looks, and still, you know, very bouncy, still have a lot of volume on that root area, which I really like. So this is how I created that look. If you guys have any questions, please just leave a comment below and try to contact me, and I'll be happy to help you. I really hope you can achieve that look or something similar to it that you really enjoy and you can go out for the night. I hope this video has helped you, and I'd love to see the look that you have created using those tips and techniques. So please leave a picture below of the look that you have created.